Every time the boss goes to sleep, he has to hold a woman's hand, and that makes his secretary miserable. One day, the secretary wanted to go get her nails done, so she dumped this awful job on the new assistant, Zhao Yiqin. She thought as long as she got back before the boss woke up, no one would find out. But not long after she left, Zhao Yiqin saw that the boss still wasn't waking up, so she tried to pull her hand away, but instead the boss grabbed even tighter. Zhao Yiqin was worried he'd wake up and lose his temper, so she had no choice but to let him keep holding her hand. Before she knew it, she had drifted off too. But right then, the boss suddenly opened his eyes. That's when he realized he was holding Zhao Yiqin's hand. Looking at her sleeping peacefully, Feng Huan felt a strange sense of comfort for the first time. But before he could even think about why he felt that way, the secretary, A Mei, came back from getting her nails done. But Feng Huan didn't expose her on the spot. Instead, he closed his eyes again and kept pretending to sleep. He waited until A Mei switched places with Zhao Yiqin. Only then did he slowly open his eyes. Acting like nothing happened, he asked, "Ah Mei, you've been here the whole time?" "Yeah, wow, I really slept great." "How long was I out?" "You were asleep for 3 hours." "Huh, not bad." Feng Huan had wanted to give A Mei a chance to admit what she did, but she clearly had no intention of doing that. So he called Zhao Yiqin over again. "We were just talking about something." "Her fingernails. I remember them being silver gray 3 hours ago, and now they're red. She says I remembered it wrong. What do you think?" Of course, Zhao Yiqin could tell there was more behind his words. But since she was new, she didn't want to get involved. And seeing how nervous A Mei looked, Zhao Yiqin lied and said she hadn't noticed. Feng Huan wasn't stupid. He understood Zhao Yiqin was in a tough spot. As for me, I'm disabled, mentally and physically. I can't fall asleep unless I'm holding someone's hand. Thanks to A Mei staying by my side just now, I was able to sleep so well. A Mei, how about a little extra bonus? 3,000, take it. Oh, what do I even say? Thank you, Mr. Feng. You're too kind. You work so hard. I should be thanking you. Amy thought her little trick hadn't been exposed, and she was still happy about getting extra money. But she forgot one thing. Someone who becomes a big boss is never some easy sucker. Sure enough, the next second Feng Huan suddenly changed his tone. Besides the cash bonus, he said he'd also give A Mei a long vacation. She could go shopping, buy clothes, do whatever she wanted. There was just one condition. Once she walked out the door, took the elevator down, she was never to come back up again. What do you mean by that? Think about it while you're shopping. I'm firing you. You can check if she left anything behind. Make sure she doesn't forget it. You really don't want me anymore? When A Mei saw that Feng Huan was dead set on firing her, she snapped and cursed, "You crippled freak," then grabbed a wooden decoration off the desk and hurled it at Feng Huan. Luckily, Zhao Yiqin reacted fast. She rushed over and shielded Feng Huan, so he didn't get hurt. "Ah Mei, that's too far. If you hit a cripple like me, fine. I wouldn't regret it. But something this good, why destroy it? Today I'm not just destroying it, I'm destroying you too." Even worse, right before leaving, she deliberately spat at Zhao Yiqin. That was the last straw for Zhao Yiqin. She shouted for A Mei to stop right there, and gave her one final warning. Not everyone is as shameless and disgusting as she is. After all this, Feng Huan liked Zhao Yiqin a whole lot more. He felt she was completely different from the women around him who only cared about money. Maybe it was trust. Maybe he was just too lonely. For the first time, Feng Huan told Zhao Yiqin how he built his fortune. It was because he was disabled, that he fought harder than anyone else. But now, even after reaching the top, what does it really change? Do you know why I built this office tower and kept the top floor office for myself? I'm shorter than everyone else. That's a fact I can't change. But the one thing I can change is how high I set my heart. I want everyone to know that sitting down can still put you higher than people standing up. That girl knew this was the one thing I enjoyed, and she ruined it. Listening to Feng Huan, Zhao Yiqin saw for the first time that this man with endless wealth was deeply lonely and miserable inside. Feng Huan didn't want to be alone anymore, so he asked Zhao Yiqin to have a meal with him. Zhao Yiqin had already promised she'd go home and make braised noodles for her son, but seeing how devastated Feng Huan looked, she couldn't bear to say no. "How about I make braised noodles for both of you?"